Now in correlation, the next one that we are taking up today is Spearman's rank coefficient of correlation. But when the ranks are same, in the earlier lecture, in the earlier class, we covered Spearman's rank coefficient of correlation when all the numbers were different, when all the ranks were different. Now we have taken up a case whereby some of the numbers are same in X series and some of the numbers are same in Y series. So just pay attention and look at the first series X. Now the ranks of X series will be denoted by R1. The ranks of Y series will be denoted by R2. Again, difference between ranks, that is R1 minus R2, and after that we'll have to calculate the D square. So now please see, in this X series, what is the highest number? I guess the highest number is 65. So it will be assigned rank 1. The next highest is 57. It will be given rank 2. After that, the next highest number is 48. So it will be given rank 3, 48. Then after 48, looking at this series, the next highest number is 40. So 40 will be given rank 4. After that, the next highest number in this series is 33. 33 will be given rank 5. After 33, the next highest is 24. 24 will be given rank 6. And after 24, there are 3 numbers, 16, 16 and again 16. All these 3 numbers, the values are exactly same. So when the numbers are same, you will have to give average ranks. Now how this average will be given? Now we have assigned ranks up till 6. Now all these 3 numbers are fighting for rank 7, rank 8 and rank 9. So we have to calculate the average between the 3 ranks. And calculating the average, 7 plus 8 will be 15 plus 9, 24 divided by 3 will be equal to 8. So when these 3 numbers are same, you have to calculate the average by dividing the value by 3. And if there were only 2 numbers which were same, then we need to calculate the average by dividing it by 2. And in case if 4 numbers are same, the average will be calculated by adding up all those values and dividing by 4. Now all these 3 ranks, because we have already assigned up till rank 6. So all these 3 numbers are fighting for rank 7, 8 and 9. Right? So what do? We need to calculate the average of ranks and then we will have to assign all these 16 as rank 8. Now you cannot assign the next number between these 3 ranks, so we will have to give the next rank and the next, in fact the last number in this series is 9. It will be given the next rank, that is equal to 10. So 7, 8, 9, all these 3 ranks will be gone, and the next number, the last number will be assigned the last rank. Similarly, we will move on to R2. Now in this series, looking at this series, the highest number is 24. It will be given rank 1. The next highest is 20. It will be given rank 2.
16.
The third highest is 16. It will be given rank 3. Now after 24, 20 and 16, the next highest is 13, but there is a tie between these 2 numbers. Now rank 3 is gone. So both these 13 are fighting for rank 4 and at rank 5. So the average between these 2 ranks will be 4 plus 5. 9 by 2 will be equal to 4.5. Now this 13 will be given rank 4.5 and again this will also be given rank 4.5. Now after 13, the next number in this series is 9. Again, there are 2 numbers which are exactly same as far as 9 is concerned. So you will have to find out the average. That will be equal to 6 plus 7 divided by 2. because we have already assigned, we have already used, ranks up till 5. So now the average will be calculated from the next two numbers, and they are 6 and 7. So adding both these numbers, dividing it by 2, we are getting the average as 6.5. So now both these numbers will be assigned rank 6.5. Now 6 and 7 both are gone. You cannot assign any rank, between 6 and 7. So we'll look up to the next number after 9. There are again two numbers which are exactly same, and they are 6. Now since 6 and 7 are gone, so we need to calculate the average between 8 and 9. So 8 plus 9 by 2 will be equal to 8.5. So both these numbers will be given rank 8.5. And now 8 and 9. You cannot assign, the next number between these two ranks. You will have to assign the next rank. And in fact, the last number in this series is 1. So this is the lowest number, and hence it will be assigned the rank which is after 8 and 9, and that is equal to 10. So here on, we have assigned ranks in the similar fashion. Only when the numbers were same, then we need to assign the average of ranks. Now the next step will be exactly same. Difference 3 minus 4.5 will be minus 1.5. 5 minus 4.5 will be only 0.5. 4 minus 1 will be equal to 3. 10 minus 8.5 will be 1.5. Then 8 minus 3 will be equal to 5. Then 8 minus 10 will be minus 2. 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. Then 6 minus 6.5 will be equal to minus 0.5. 8 minus 8.5 will again be equal to minus 0.5. And 2 minus 6.5 will be equal to minus 4.5. Now squaring these values, minus 1.5 square will be equal to 2.25. 0.5 square will be 0.25. 3 square will be equal to 9. 1.5 square will be again 2.25. 5 square will be 25. Minus 2 square will be equal to 4. Then minus 1 square will be 1. Minus 0.5 square will be 0.25. Again minus 0.5 square will be 0.25. And minus 4.4 square will be 20.25. Now please add up all these values to get the value of summation d square. Please calculate the value of summation d square by adding all the values in this column. So what is the answer of summation d square?
64.5.
That is 64.5. Now we'll have to put the value in our formula, and please take down the formula. The formula that we will be making use of in this case is RD is saying 1 minus 6. Now summation d square plus 1 by 12. Here n cube minus n. Now this term will be there, n cube minus n, and so on, divided by n into n square minus 1. Now first of all, take down the formula. 1 minus, now this one is totally different, entirely different from this block. 6 is a constant. Summation d square, this is exactly same, as we calculated in the previous lecture. 1 by 12 n cube minus n. Now 1 by 12 is Spearman's constant. M refers to tied cases. The number of ties, is denoted by n. And again, as the cases of tie they increase, similarly this term will keep on increasing. So how we will put this in our formula? Please pay attention. Summation d square was 64.5. Now first of all, in our series, looking at this series, there was a number 16 which was occurring thrice. So if we prepare cases, case first, number 16 was repeated 3 times. So the value of m will be equal to 3. That is, number of repetitions is denoted by m. Now if 16 would have been occurring 5 times, the value of m would have been equal to 5. Another case that we take, now there wasn't any tie in X series, but in Y series there was a tie between 13. Now 13 was occurring 2 times, so the value of m will be equal to 2. After 13 there was another number 9, which was repeated twice. So 9 was repeated twice, the value of m will be equal to 2. And there was one more repetition going through the series. After 9 there was again another number 6 which was repeated twice. So 6 was also repeated twice, so the value of m will also be equal to 2. So m refers to number of repetitions. Since 16 was occurring thrice, see 1, 2 and 3. So the value of m will be equal to 3. Now in this case it will be 1 by 12, 3 cube minus 3. Then 1 by 12 exactly same. After that 13 was repeated twice. So it will be 2 cube minus 2. Again there was another number 9 which was repeated twice. So again the value of m would be 2 cube minus 2. And finally there was another number 6 which was also repeated twice. So the value of m will also be, over here it will be 2 cube minus 2. Now brackets will be closed, and after that it will be 10 into 10 square minus 1. So please take down the values up till here, then we'll solve it further to calculate the value of RD, that is Spearman's rank coefficient of correlation. So remember, n refers to number of repetitions, the number of times a number is repeated. Okay, now solving this particular case, 64.5 will be exactly same. Now 3 cube is 27, minus 3, 24 upon 12 will be equal to simple 2. I repeat, 3 cube is 27, minus 3, 27 minus 3 will be equal to 24, divided by 12 will give you simply 2. Then 2 cube, 8, minus 2, that will be equal to 6, 6 upon 12 will be equal to 0.5. Then again 2 cube is 8, minus 2 is 6, 6 upon 12 will again be equal to 0.5. 2 cube is 8, minus 2 is 6, 6 upon 12 will be equal to 0.5. And now 10 square is 100 minus 1, 99 into 10 will be equal to 990. Now solving this, RD will be 1 minus 6 is again outside the bracket, 66, 67, 68, the total of 68 upon 990. Now 68 multiplied by 6,
408.
so RD is 1 minus 488 upon 990. Now divide 488 by 990.
0.41.
0.41. Now 1 minus 0.41 will be equal to 0.59. So the value of RD is equal to 0.59. RD is denoting Spearman's rank coefficient of correlation. And here some of the numbers were same, so some of the ranks were same. And in that case you had given average of ranks, and solving by this formula, if the ranks are different, we will be applying the previous formula, the simple version, that is 1 minus 6 summation d square into n square minus 1. But when the ranks are same, then you will have to apply this formula where n stands for number of repetition. Right? So kindly take down the values up till here and just see the value is 0.59 of Spearman's rank coefficient of correlation.